Are we back? Yo, hello chat. Hello again. Sorry for that. I know what happened, but this tournament and today is especially apparently very cursed, so I know what's going on. I know if my uh PC and stream will survive. I hope they will be, but uh now as it just crashed, I hope it will make it until the end of the game. If not, then I don't know, I'll figure something out. Hopefully no more delays like that will happen and we can continue the match smoothly. Why are you guys screaming soda? Did another soda show up? I did not hear it at the very least. Okay, let's see. Everything should be here now. Things should be alright. So let's continue. Once again, small ad break. We begin. We continue. Game 1 and 2. People who might have missed were very close. Both were won by 1 star. First game by Swift, second by Bacon. Now both of them in the same position at 1 win. Although, once again, Bacon needs to win 2 matches today in order to win the whole grand finale and the whole tournament. So, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for him. And Swift just needs 2 more wins, and he is the winner. He's the king. Let's see who ends up victorious. And hopefully no more freaking technical difficulties. Once again, big apologies for those. I don't know what is up today. Is chat working now on stream? Hope it does. Hope chat for. I said if my PC crashed because of that soda message, I will just it's a message from my PC. It's like, yeah, you don't need to earn money from that. Just no more money ever. All right. Okay, both of them are ready. Like, once again, hopefully nothing bad happens. Alright, let's continue. Let's continue the grand finale. Swift 1, Bacon 1. We are going into game number 3 right now. I'm already not a big fan that OBS is using 50% of my CPU for some reason. Oh boy. Surely it's not gonna crash twice mid-stream, right guys? Right, okay. Starting off with cannon painting. First round, last time Swift managed to get some big stars there and start his comeback in game number 1. So far he is holding on to the lead while Bacon is not even top 3 right now. Bacon's trying to catch up, but Swift is constantly holding on to the first place with Bacon nowhere to be seen on the leaderboard. Finally showing up and trying to pass Swift even at the end, but with how the game was going, even second place is a very good result for Bacon. He could have started this game with a very big drop, But only 1 star for Swift. Only 1 star for Swift. Shooting range, and Swift takes the first golden mob. Bacon taking the second zombie, but then Swift taking the golden skeleton, already being 12 points away from the winning. He just needs one more skeleton. He does it, and he does it. He's 2 stars in the lead after 2 rounds. RPG 16. Another very important game that could have given one of the players a big swing last time. This time Bacon starts off with a first kill, and already killing Swift as well. Bacon is popping off in this RPG already at 3 kills. Swift is yet to get even one. He's behind both Bacon and Random right now. Not a good position for Swift, who is in the lead in the matchup right now. And he dies to Bacon again, who then dies to Random, which is a pretty good result for him, honestly, because 2 randoms are ahead of Swift, who is at 0 kills so far. Swift, who was popping off in the last RPG, is now struggling, only getting his first kill, while Bacon is already at 6, completely destroying his opponent. Swift needs one more to guarantee a second place at this point, but can he get it? He has so many deaths. He might not even win a tiebreaker against randoms. I don't think he does. I'll check it 1 second. Songli had 1 death. The guy had 1 death as well. And Swift died like 3 times. So yeah, Bacon brings it all back with a 3-0 RPG 16 sweep. Very good redemption from the last RPG when Bacon was the one who lost 2 stars and was close to losing all 3. And now Bacon is taking the lead in the 3rd game, going into bombardment. That we have not seen today yet, and that both of them are very, very good at. So it's gonna be close and maybe a pretty long one as well. 15 seconds until deathmatch. 2 randoms still in play, but as the cannibal start target players, they might die very soon. Well, it doesn't seem that way. Both of them survive until deathmatch, which might affect some results here. No, both participants are still alive, and so is the last random, somehow surviving everything. Finally now dying and leaving 2 of our participants in the game, and Bacon is on to take another win. Thank you for the following, K-Cry. Bacon has found his games. Apparently he's 2 stars in the lead going into the halfway point of game 3. Swift misses the first shot, but then quick recovery, and he's right behind Bacon in this minecart racing. They're neck and neck, but Bacon is a bit closer to max speed. Though Swift with some nice shots, getting closer. Both of them are 1 shot away, and I think both of them reach it around the same time, but Bacon is the one who will be taking another win. 3 stars in the lead now, with 3 more rounds in game 3. Animal Slaughter. Swift needs to start winning some games. He doesn't have too much time, too many rounds remaining to try and come back here. So far he starts off pretty well ahead of his opponent. And I know Bacon hit -50. I don't think he did. I think he just doesn't have too good of an RNG because he fell behind the random at 1 point. But now he's catching up, and both him and Swift are very close to each other and going for the same animals. Bacon is the one to steal them and manage to catch up to his opponent and pass Swift as well. I thought Swift hit -50 there, but no, it was a random in front of him. Bacon being a bit more consistent midway through the game. now finally developing some lead, and it's very, very important as he almost will have an almost guaranteed win after this round. He's 4 stars ahead with only 2 rounds remaining. Swift needs a swing, and Frozen Floor shows up, making this swing a very good possibility. Though Bacon won last Frozen Floor, so Swift needs to be very careful with what he's doing, and he already gets Bacon very close to the edge, but the random pushes him away. Now they both engage in a fight on the edge and both very close to dying, but Swift comes out victorious here, and he has an opportunity to get a 3-0 sweep and try to come back here. He just needs to kill this one more random, who is actually pretty competent and almost kicking Swift off, but with nice moves, Swift saves himself from dying, but doesn't have a guaranteed win yet, and now he does it. 3-0 in Frozen Floor and 1 more round remaining, 1 star in between them. And last round is super cheap to decide it all. There could be even a small sweep here. There could be a small sweep even here. Who will be the one to get the win? If Bacon wins, he has a guaranteed dub. If Swift wins, he gets a tie, which is or a win, depending on by how many stars, which honestly suffices Swift, as he only needs to win 1 match today. Bacon in a pretty bad spot right now. Swift is being very aggressive, locking Bacon in his tail, and Bacon dies! Oh no! If Swift gets at least second, Bacon will not even get a tie, and only 2 randoms remaining. Swift is going for the random, but both of them are still alive. There is still chance for Bacon, but he needs to pray so hard that the random somehow outlive and kill Swift. Oh no, 1 random is out, and Swift will be taking game number 3. What a comeback. I was not expecting it. I was like sure that Bacon will have at least a tie after that animal slaughter, but Swift with double 3-0 sweep, or maybe a 3-0 2-0. He almost died to a random here, but most likely double 3-0 sweep takes it all back, not even giving Bacon a tie, which is incredibly important for Swift right now. He's now in a position to just win or tie 1 more game, and it's all over. And last random is out. Swift takes game number 3. What a finale we are watching. If only it wasn't if only those technical difficulties weren't happening, but if they didn't happen, we wouldn't have seen the same game selection in game 3, which was fucking crazy. Damn. And now we are going into game number 4. Swift is at 2 wins, Bacon is at 1, and Bacon needs to win next 2 rounds, because the tie or a win for Swift is gonna end not just this matchup but the whole tournament in Swift's favor. Who even is Songway? I don't know. Let's see if it's gonna end here before my PC crashes again. Or is Bacon gonna bring it back? Bacon has an opportunity. All 3 games were extremely close, neck and neck, 1 star, 1 star, 2 star differences. Bacon has a chance to do it, but he needs to win both games. Otherwise, it's all over. Game number 4 starts with chicken rings. Bacon did win it last time. He seems to have a slightly better spawn. Can he do it again? He needs to get any stars that he can. Swiftt trying to do some cut and passing. Bacon after one of those. Bacon losing a very important lead, but still being close behind. Though bumping in some of the rings and I think missing one. Being passed by the random. Oh no, Bacon. Bacon in a very bad spot. He is close behind the random. He can still get the second place. Starting with a 2-star sweep and chicken rings is the worst case scenario right now for him. Yeah, the random missed. Bacon will be taking second place no matter what. And Swiftt, I think, missed towards the end as well. That was pretty close despite Bacon missing. I didn't even notice that. I thought Swiftt has a guaranteed win here, but it was pretty close until the end. And now another cannon baiting. Another cannon baiting here. Swiftt once again starting off in the lead. Trying to keep Bacon out of top 3, and he so far successfully does so. Bacon is struggling to secure a top 3 spot, but Swiftt also is not very much ahead so far. He is mostly in the first place, but not 100% of the time, and Bacon might not even make it top 3. Not much time remaining, and Swiftt does another 2-star sweep in cannon baiting. Doing really well so far in game number 4. 3 stars in the lead after 2 rounds, but we saw Bacon lose a lead even bigger than that in game number 1. So obviously it's not gonna be over until it's over. Dive and Bacon so far is way more consistent with his pre-jumps. Starting quite ahead of Swiftt. Yeah, Bacon hits almost every pre-jump, being almost half a block ahead of his opponent. If he manages to win this dive, this will be pretty important points for him, though Swiftt is being very aggressive. He is going for Bacon's land, trying to find an opportunity to make Bacon commit a mistake. But so far Bacon is flawless, almost 1 full block ahead of Swiftt. With only 5 seconds remaining. Can he win this, or is it gonna be a tie? Bacon needs to hit this, and he does it, and he wins this dive, tying down the lead to only 2 stars. It's very important for him right now. He needs to keep winning. He needs to make sure he doesn't lose this one. Probably the most important match in this tournament for him right now. Okay, no, hopefully this time we will see it being played out. Both of them are once again in pretty much similar area, moving very slowly, very carefully. There is too much on the line. The stakes are very big. It is to be taken lightheartedly. Both of them pretty much in a similar block, but Bacon has the better one. Swiftt jumps to it and manages to even time his jump way better than Bacon and wins, bringing back his star difference back to 3 stars after halfway down of game 4. None of them make it to the fence in jungle jump. The stress, the nerves are kicking in as they both on the same block, but Swiftt is slightly ahead. Can he keep the lead after the stairs? He does. He just needs to not make a mistake, and he wins another round. And Bacon falls! No! Bacon might lose 3-0 here. The randoms are ahead. Bacon making another mistake in jungle jump, and it might be over. Bacon needs some insane sweeps close to the ones that Swiftt pulled off in the last round. Otherwise, it's gonna be over. Otherwise, it's gonna be all over. 3 more rounds, and Floor is Lava is the 6th here. Bacon starts off ahead with a slightly better run-up. But Swiftt comes up and Bacon makes another mistake! I think it's the end. If the randoms finish, it's over. 9 stars in 2 rounds. Unfortunately, unrecoverable. It is so Jover. Even Avalanche showing up that late will not be saving him now. 2 more rounds. 17-8 in Swift's favor. How close was this final all the way through? And Swift with a fucking dunk at the end. Both of them just decide to not play this game. Just decide to not play the last Avalanche of the tournament. They have still one more game to go. Winnable. Very winnable. And after this Avalanche is over, we will play one more. And then Dark Horse is over. We already know our winner. But let's see the last difference between them. That will happen. Bacon had a chance, but that slip, that mistake at the end of Jungle Jump is just ended it all, basically. And Flores Lava is just as the final nail in the Bacon's coffin, unfortunately. Let's see. Avalanche between randoms is the thing that we're witnessing at the end. Last round will be Workshop. What a good way to end it. What a great way to end it. And Bacon starts off on the good side. I don't know where Swift is. Might be bad side. Maybe Bacon can have a final say. The final win at the end here. But no, Swift is the one standing ahead. Half a block, half a craft or so ahead of his opponent. Bacon seems to catch up and take the lead, but Swift is right behind. There is almost no difference between them right now. Yeah, Bacon is ahead, but only by a few frames of his opponent. Going into the last craft, Iron Axe. But no, Swift denies Bacon even that win. And Swift is the winner of the first Dark Horse 1v1 tournament with a 3-1 win against Bacon in the grand finale. GG's to both of them. What an insane game. 20-10, 10-star difference. Such a dominant path Swift took in this tournament, and he ended in the same dominant way. GG's. Clap clap. That was one of the one of the best matches in the whole tournament, and I'm so glad that it was the finale. Thank you for this. Thank you for playing Swift, and big props to Swift for taking this dub. I think the title Dark Horse is pretty fitting to Swift, as I don't think a lot of people were talking about him winning, and he hasn't played in any big 1v1 tournaments before, so winning in such a way, almost not losing any games, like winning all the matches, losing I think once to CJ and once to Bacon, and the other points against him were ties. So a great tournament path and a very well-deserved win, and big props to Bacon as well. Swift is the only one who has beaten him in this tournament in terms of matchups. A well-deserved second place as well, and a great path in both winners and losers bracket, but Swift was just better. And that's just how it goes sometimes. GG's, and that concludes the Dark Horse. Finally, it is done. And also, big congrats to Nudi and Helix to take in third and fourth place. The top four of this tournament is pretty cool. Swift, Bacon, Noodly, Helix. All four players were preparing and practicing quite a bit for this one, and I hope they are satisfied with the way they played and the placements they got, because they all popped off. And not just them. So many people did so good in this one, and I'm really happy that with the way the tournament went, like in terms of the results. Sure, there are like a lot of like technical difficulties, like Hypixel dying at the start, like some of the dropouts, Liam and Vacuum, because of some other issues as well. And now in the grand finals, it's just fucking everything crashing, but we made it through, and I'm pretty happy with how it went, and happy for a lot of others who managed to make it far, and who was grinding and practicing a lot, especially Sheep. Big shout out to him as well. And congratulations to Kenneth for winning the predictions competition for this tournament. Ken takes the dub this time. We have all 3 times in predictions competition. We have 3 different winners: Sent, Boots, and now Ken. That sounds like a great and very balanced 3v3 team for the next tournament. Yeah, congrats, Ken. Congrats. What do you guys think? What did you guys think of the tournament? How did you like it? How did you enjoy the matches? How did you enjoy the finals? I think that was a very interesting experiment. I'm happy with how it went, and I would love to see the Dark Horse participants in the big tournaments next time. I want to see how they will do. I hope more people will be more interested in regular tournaments. So, yeah. Alpha's no saying this. No, I do. Your ass is getting so nerfed, Sand, in 3v3 after you won 2 team tournaments back to back. I have the say in everything. So yeah, I'll make my own 3v3. Oh no, not the third party game server. Not again, man. Yeah. Yeah, what's the next turn for me and us to fight for a second? Yeah, if we one day meet in the finals, they just my stream will just not start next time. I will just press the start stream button, and my PC will just say no. This will not happen. The tournament will just end, and we just both will share the second place. That's how it goes. Party Rockers V2 is happening. No, they're not. It's I'm sorry, Sand and Boots, but I don't think you guys will be teamed for next team tournament. If it's gonna be 3v3 or 2v2. I doubt this team would be quite balanced now. Yeah. That was pretty exciting. A lot of the games were very close, as I was expecting from this tournament. So when I came up with this idea, I was like, okay, who can play in this tournament and how close the matches will be? And in my head, I was like, damn, I feel like basically all the games can be very fucking close, and they were pretty much. There's like almost no matchups where someone was like way more dominant than someone else. It felt like almost in every matchup everyone had a chance until the very end to win. Which is good. I'm happy with that. Scheduling could have been better, but also some things were out of our control because of Hypixel. So I was hoping for this tournament to end in like within a month, or like in less than a month, but a month and a half is not too bad, I would say, especially considering that at the end, like a lot of matchups where it was EU versus US players, and like I couldn't do too much about it. I can't predict the bracket all the way until the end, so happened. They had a team with me nothing about. No, you would carry the fuck out of this team. Me Swift Boots is bounced on. I don't think those are the rankings anymore. I have a feeling well, at least two of the three people there are in the higher tiers now. I feel I'm the people. Yeah, just everyone who didn't play in Dark Horse are just gonna be moved down a tier. This tier list is like months ago. So yeah. I'm also glad we had a little chance to look at the usually banned games. The Avalanche, Floors, Lava, and Dive. I think it made this tournament a bit more, not special, but at least different. Also, gave us a chance to see how different are those games from the ones that are usually unbanned, because those were not played in big tournaments in a long time. I'm not sure which ones will stay banned or which one will be unbanned, because I had that idea. I was talking about it to put like more strategy for next big 1v1s and to let people ban one of the games for their matchup, for each matchup. But at the same time, that would only make the issue with too many banned games and matches taking too long because of it even worse. So I was hoping that we could reduce the amount of banned games. I don't know if this is happening anymore, because like if this rule is in place, that means other than the usual banned games, there will be at least 2 more for each game. And 6 banned games is already way too much. 5th is like might be okay, I don't know. But that means for that we would need at least 3 default banned games. And looking at how Avalanche, Floors, Lava, and Dive were played out, I don't know if all 3 of them will be unbanned for next 1v1. I really doubt it. Because I think that those 3 games obviously have some skill and strategy to them. Obviously, they have some moments like RNG and pink that might be a deciding factor in close games, like we've seen in some of the rounds, where it seemed like it came down to that. But at the same time, I don't think some of them are way too different from other games that are unbanned. And because like if the games if both players perform basically on the same level, a bunch of other mini games can come down to those things. So I feel like doing my original idea that I had a few months back of having like some like permanent ban games and like 1 or 2 slots for each tournament where like the ban game will change just to make tournaments while still having the same amount of ban games, but still having the tournaments a bit different and like just shaking up meta a little bit from time to time. I think that's the best solution right now. So I'll still think about it before next tournament, but that's where my mind is right now. So definitely not all 3 of them will be unbanned, but at the same time, not all 3 of them will stay banned, I would say. That's where my mind is right now. I read that. But count the amount of players we had. Shit was way too high. Yeah, and I was talking about it in the organized chat. I said that Florizel is probably gonna give a lot of free O's, because if people make even a slight mistake, the randoms will probably overtake them. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but it is part of the game that people need to keep in mind when they play it, I guess. I think out of all three games, Dive probably has the most skill to it, I would say. Like, I like the amount of strategies and ways you can play the end game of Avalanche, but it's just way too long to take there without like a very big danger to players to dank early. Like at least in Volcanion and Swift, there is more chance that people like mess up in the middle, but like in Avalanche, this almost never happens. And even though there is like a bunch of strats you can do, like a bunch of times, it seems like no matter how you play, like you can still die to just snowballs RNG and just a bit underwhelming when it happens. And Flores Lava is just a lot comes down to just not making a mistake, which is like I don't think it's like a bad part. Obviously, if you don't make mistakes, you play better. There is some skill to it, but at the same time, it just I think a bit like confusing and like you just don't really know what you like doing wrong. You can do like basically two identical runs of the first part, but still just mess up the ending and like you just don't know why, I guess. I feel like Dive, as I said, has the most skill to it with the pre-jumps. And even though some matchups might have been affected by ping in this tournament, I feel like by looking at how people were doing, how people were hitting pre-jumps and stuff, like vast majority of dive games were decided by who played better, which is I think is a it's definitely a good sign. It's definitely some good points for dive in my book at least. Forest Lava is unforgiving, it sure is. It is a very brutal game. Unbanned is covered, honestly it made no difference this tourney. Although all the three alls. Yeah, like even though there's like those three were unbanned and definitely shake up things a little bit, I don't think there is still like was a single game, just like with all the other tournaments, all the other 1v1s, where someone won just because they got like lucky or something, like even though they were playing worse. I think all the people who won, they still won just because they were playing better, like in overall matchups. Maybe some individual games were highly affected by this, but overall, I would say whoever was better in the matchup ended up winning it. Like I don't think it was someone won or lost just because of Avalanche or Flores Lava or Die for all of them. Which doesn't mean it's not gonna happen if they stay unbanned, but still, it didn't happen here, so that's good. I'm glad I'm glad that wasn't the case. Unbanned Fire Leapers now. The first minute is so interesting, true. Unban Fire Leapers. Guys, no. You guys were asking to unban Avalanche before Dark Horse. I did it. But Fire Leapers is too much of a stretch. No, we have seen it in Halloween 1v1. That was enough for me. Thank you. We are not spending 2 minutes in each matchup just for a free tie at the end. I feel like Fire Leapers would only have a chance to be unbanned if the BPM exploit was fixed and if the waves were uncapped, or at least were capped at a way higher rate. 50 is just too small, and there's like absolutely no skill to getting to there. So yeah, Fire Leapers is definitely not getting unbanned. Come on, Fire Leapers is here, but nobody wants to accept. Fire Leapers 1v1 tournament. Okay, no, we're not doing that. I think if I want to start at round 10, it would be a good game. Wanna play party games? Maybe a bit later. I need to wrap things up with the tournament and stuff, so I think our started round 10 would be a good game. Maybe not at round 10. It would be way too fast for like regular queues. Maybe at like round 7 would be a better way to do it. Round 7 and the bigger map. I think slightly bigger map. I think if I started Wave Monster, it would be a good game, real. So yeah. Once again, I'll think of it, of the non-games for the next event and stuff, and some other options and some other interesting things to add, because I always try to keep tournaments slightly different from each other to keep it at the same time both like consistently on the same good level that they are, I would say, but also still trying to make them not stale, make them always like try to be different, try to improve them in other ways. So yeah. Although and also like one of the things is like they have like a reduced amount of like capped players for this event. uh and for third 2v2 as well, which is something that I will be doing for next big tournaments as well. It's something I was planning to do for a bit, is to have a smaller amount of players and make tournaments smaller, because it feels like a bunch of people just lose a bit of motivation going to the end. So, and also just long tournaments are not as exciting, so tournaments will be shorter, will be taken smaller, but they also will be happening more often, although not might there might be a bit of weight with that, because I don't know, it's been thinking of it for a bit. I don't know, it feels like I'm not like in the best mentality in terms of organizing, and haven't been for the past few months. I don't know, it's not like some like I feel like bad about what I'm doing or something, but it's just, I don't know, it feels like I'm just focusing on some like random small bullshit things, and uh as well as focusing too much on just trying to work on on keep like events going and stuff, and just I'm not able to finish some other things, or to like work on the more smaller ones, like spreadsheets, for example. I have such a big delay on spreadsheets right now, and I don't know, it just like feel like it just I have like I've been having like some sort of like mental fatigue building up for a bit. So I know I've been promising that tournaments will be more often, but at the same time I want to make sure that they're also like run well. And I know I feel like I might be taking a little break before the next one shows up. It's probably not going to be way too long, just want to take some time to think, to finish up all the stuff, to work on some smaller things that I was thinking of for a while. MCI tournaments coming to my server very soon, now that this one is out of the way. And I will still be doing mini events for party gamers, like the Christmas one, for example. But uh, there might be a small delay before the next big one, big tournament, which is probably gonna be 3v3. I'm not sure about it yet, but I feel like I might be taking a small break. So I don't know how long it will last. Maybe I'll just completely change my mind about it and just in a week like make an announcement about 3v3. But I'm thinking probably like somewhere around January, maybe February at worst. The next big tournament will be. I am sorry for that, but I just feel like I need to work on other stuff right now, and I want to make sure that I've tied up all the like loose ends and stuff before signing up next big tournament, because like I said, I want them to be in a bit better rotation, bit more show up a bit more consistently, and have them just be smaller but also be right after each other, so there's always something to do, there's always some tournaments for people to participate in, but at the same time, so they'll be also made at the same level of quality, at least as the last tournament, or better, preferably so. Get rid of Slaton Forest Dungeon in 25. Yeah, next tournament will most likely be a Christmas only one in Party Gamers. And like I said, I'll probably be hosting MCI tournaments in my server, singing away for a bit. There will be like more like Party Games mini tournaments, they're just like 1 day thing, so if you're not in my Discord, type !join Discord and join the monkey family. There is some MCC stuff coming up. And yeah, I will like I said, I don't know if will be taking a break, but I wanna finish up the spreadsheets, do smaller things, and just chill. Not having to worry about big events. And once everything is finished, I will come back, and once I come back, it will be just I hope it will be way more consistent, way more I don't know, what's it called? There'll be way more content right after each other in terms of tournament and events for you guys. Because I have a lot of plans still for tournaments and for party gamers in general. I am, even though I will be on break from big events, I'll still be working on that one project, which I'm not gonna say anything about yet, but it will take a while for it to be revealed. But once it will be, it will be big. So I'll keep working on that. Of course, it is a big priority for me, and I would say for the server in general. But before I will be able to say anything about it, I'll keep doing tournaments, keep working on other stuff. Hopefully have some content for you guys in Party Gamers. So yeah. Will you stream decathlon? Yeah, I will be streaming decathlons as well. So yeah. Like I said, more of a like smaller stuff, not something like that will take like a month-long event or something. They're like decathlons, mini tournaments, MCCI tournaments, MCCI stuff, MCC, like all those things, tournament spreadsheets, and just chilling and vibing, I guess, is my plan for the for some time. Like I said, hopefully I will be able to come back by 2024 and like start free in January. And hopefully at the latest come back in February. But I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I might come back fucking next week and just with some big stuff, but until then I am planning to take a little break from big tournaments. As if the downtime between big tournaments wasn't a month or two before. It was, but at least I don't know. I always like during the downtime felt like I still like need to think and work on stuff, because like people didn't like, I wasn't like officially like announcing any like breaks or anything, so like people was always like still like waiting on the stuff to come out. But yeah. That's my plan right now. What else to say? MCI tournament, yep. I'm planning to do some solos, some team tournaments. Just experiment a bit. See how it will go. maybe join and like looks how people in the MCC community hosting the tournaments. Maybe still, I mean, adapt some ideas from that. So yeah. That's what I'm thinking so far. And I think that's pretty much it. Dark Horse is over. Congrats to swiftt once again on winning. What? What? Hello, Haynes. This is... Yeah. I think that was a pretty good tournament. I enjoyed it and enjoyed hosting it. And I think I will be ending the stream now. Thank you all so much for being here and for watching the stream and the match and the whole tournament. Hope you guys are satisfied. Hope you guys enjoyed it and liked the matches, especially the finale. I think it was great. I think everything went really well. And big thanks to all of you for being here and for the support. And hope I will be back soon with some more stuff. I will try to fill the delay the time between the big tournaments with some other stuff on my channel in Party Gamers. Oh my gosh. Well, that's that's a great way to end it. My Minecraft just crashed. Just in time. Just in time. That just summarizes the whole experience in this. So yeah. Enjoy the black screen. Enjoy the void. So yeah. Like I said, thank you all for being here. And I will see you next time something happens. In terms of streams, it's probably gonna be Decathlon. In terms of events, join my Discord. MCI tournaments coming soon. Probably before the Christmas 1v1 in Party Gamers. So yeah. I'll see you guys next time. I love you all. Bye bye guys. It was a great time. See ya.